Welcome everyone to St. Patrick's Day. My name is Flop and Harry. Jeremy, my actual name is. But this is Flop and Harry Gaming, and I usually do American Truck Simulator, but tonight, because of St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to be getting into some Euro Truck Simulator too. So, before we go any further, let's run the titles. Okay, you can see my truck here. It is a Volvo 750, and what I'm going to do first off is I am going to paint it for St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so what I need to do is go to the service center and do some truck upgrades. Oh, let's set our GPS to the nearest shop. Let's get going. Ooh. Right.
Time to get the job done.
Here we go. Hope everyone's had a fun day. Hope they haven't had too much to drink, and if you have, this is a fun place to be because you won't understand a thing that I'm doing, because I don't.
Go straight on.
I might actually drive like I've had too many tonight, so just get ready for that.
At the roundabout.
So the first thing I'm doing, go on to the service center, and I am going to paint my truck green.
Exit now.
Oh jeez, too much. There we go. Already smashed. Better get repairs done as well while I'm here, shall I?
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, I wasn't watching. Hey, Borat's Pizza. That's funny. Gotta watch the road when you're driving. Don't watch the stream.
Turn right.
Here
we are. Safe and sound.
Right. So first of all, we'll repair the truck. Repair. Done. Next thing you know, let's do some maintenance on this thing. Oh no, not maintenance. We had to do color scheme. Here we go. Should we go for this green? Or will I put it deep aquamarine? No, I think this one's better. Where'd it go? That one there. Right, let's get out of here and let's find ourselves a job tonight. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to job market, because I already have a truck. I'll go to freight market, and I've got to find out where I am. Ooh, I'm on an island. Calvi. And I think I'm going to do this one here. So we're going to drive to Luxemburg in Germany, and we're going to take a yacht. So we have to work out to Marseille. So we're going through France, then Germany. Set the GPS, and off
Let's do this.
we go. And hopefully I won't bust this guy's yacht, whoever it is. Well, that seems pretty expensive. And if you're getting a truck to
Turn left.
there's another green truck. St. Patrick's Day. Gotta watch the roads. Jeez. Have I been drinking or what? No, unfortunately, I haven't. I just am not watching the screen. So, St. Patrick's Day. There we go. Now, I've been playing these games for a little while now, but I tend to start my games all over again to keep it fresh, keep it exciting, to see where I'm actually,
Exit now.
what strategies I can change, what I could do better. Obviously, driving in a straight line helps.
Turn right.
Things like, gotta wait for a train. Things like settings on your steering wheel. So I'm using a G29 steering wheel by Logitech. I do have triple monitors set up, which is absolutely fantastic. If you can do it, do it. I'm running a 3070 video card in order to be able to run the 3 monitors. I'm still trying to get the settings right, because it's not just a flat screen, so therefore the image has to sit at an angle on the side monitors. So you do have to go to the config settings to change what's going on there to see the image bend to make it feel a lot more realistic and natural. Right, so here we go. Hey, there's the yacht there. That's pretty cool.
This is where it ends.
Okay, so we'll just go and accept the job. We'll take that job.
Time to hit the road.
And we'll just back it in. So I hope everyone's had a fun day. And here we go. Such a cool view. Look at that. Perfect.
Let's go.
Okay. This truck is far easier to drive when you have some weight on the back of it as well.
Get ready to turn left.
So that helps. I am playing single
Turn
player
left.
mode. I'm not doing multiplayer. I haven't spent a lot of time in multiplayer, but the thing is you can drive a little bit erratically when you're in single player mode.
At the roundabout,
I don't recommend
take the
doing that
first
in
exit.
multiplayer because people will get very
Exit
upset
now.
when you smash into their trucks. No one likes to crash, obviously, but sometimes you can't help it, especially if you're driving at 160 kilometers an hour.
Get ready to turn right.
Once again, I'd just like to say thank you to SCS Software for their great work in this game. And while I'm thanking
Turn
people,
right.
I'd like to thank the sponsor of our food and beverage this evening, ShopRite in South Plainfield. Michael, the store manager there, sensational man, and he has a great team behind him. Thanks for keeping everyone safe during COVID, guys. Here's another truck. Green truck, St. Patrick's Day. I might do that every time I see a green truck. What I do love about this game is the fact that the trailer physics, the way it turns, the way it reacts when you turn, is pretty spot on. So therefore you have to take turns wider in some cases and things like that in order to accommodate it. I love driving 2 or 3 trailers behind me at once. That's always fun. It's a good challenge, but it's they handle differently to a single trailer, especially a long single trailer. This guy's driving way too slow. Hey, another green truck. I think we're going to see a lot of them today for some reason. I still have to set the force feedback settings on the steering wheel to make it feel a little bit more realistic. It's a bit loose at the moment. The steering doesn't feel very tight at all. So if anyone's got suggestions, leave them in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, follow me. If you got any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you want to know anything about my setup, or why someone from New Jersey has an Australian accent, feel free to ask. This guy's going way too slow. There's another truck, but it's not green. Okay, if I can see some empty road up here, I'm going to pass him because it's annoying. Now the cool thing is, because I do have triple monitors, I can see out my windows, and obviously that's not showing in the screen at the moment, but believe me, screw this, I'm going. Right, it's not the safest on blind road like that, but that's okay. The cool thing about this game is you do get to go on ferry rides. I like that. It adds a little bit more dimension to the game. And the fact that you have so many crossings of international borders as well, that's really cool.
At the roundabout, take the third exit. Exit now.
There we go. Now we're stuck behind the slow truck. Oh, come on.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Funny thing is, I do like roundabouts in real life as well. They're so much quicker
Exit
than
now.
in America. They have a four-way stop sign, and what tends to happen is no one knows who goes next. So therefore, everyone sort of sits there, or everyone tries to go at once. So roundabouts are fantastic, and if you know the show Mythbusters, they actually proved that they're a lot faster. So to everyone out there who hates roundabouts, or as they call them in America, circles, they are more efficient. Just saying. Also at the moment, running the triple monitors and streaming, I'm getting around 60 frames a second, so I'm pretty happy with that. All my settings are on ultra as well, so you do notice a little bit of micro lag every now and then, but as I said, I'm streaming, monitoring the stream, and running triple monitors all off the one computer, and because I'm doing a single computer setup, and it seems to be going quite well.
At the roundabout, take
It's a
the
very
second exit.
painful drive at the moment because everyone's so slow. But I suppose that's how you're supposed to drive, so you don't
Exit
smash.
now.
I can only imagine how much it would cost to have a yacht like this transported. Now, because I restarted my game, I decided to put my home base in Paris. That's where I started, because I've noticed in Paris they have, I think it's 7 different companies there that you can get jobs from, so there's a wide variety of jobs there. Then I put my second garage, I think, in Germany, because it's also near the center of the map, and they also have a lot of companies in where the garage is. So what that means is it's easier for your other drivers that you hire to get jobs, and you have less of them coming back empty-handed out of a job. So what my strategy is buy a garage, upgrade it, and then fill it with 5 people, and then move on to the next garage. So I'm just about ready to buy another driver, or trucker and driver. So as soon as I do this job, I'll do that, or maybe when I stop for gas, I'll do that, because I do have enough money now for it. It costs about $100,000 for a truck and also a driver to drive it. do see I have someone on the stream, so thank you, welcome.
Get ready to turn right.
I will say one thing.
Turn right.
This is something really bizarre. Oh, it's a red light. It's red. Something really bizarre is going from Australia, where we sit on the right hand side of the car and we're on the opposite side of the road, to America. When I went to America, I swapped over to the left hand side of the car and different side of the road. What I tended to do is mentally switch left and right as well. So someone would say, I'll turn right up here, and I'd go to turn left because I'd switched everything. But then I had to unlearn that that's not how it works. It's so stupid. Right, I'm going around him. Hopefully no one comes in between. Good. Dotted line, I'm allowed to. Not illegal. There's the loan installment. How much am I paying now? 10 grand. That's good. Now, one of the strategies I talked about in my last stream is money. The highest interest rate is for the lowest amount of money. So if you get a £10,000 loan or a €10,000 loan in Euro Truck Simulator, you get a high interest rate. I think it's about 23%. So a lot of people say, get a $100,000 loan rather than the $400,000 because the interest rate is lower. So over the course of the loan, you'll be paying less interest. That is 100% true, totally agree with that. However, if you get £10,000 or euro loans, there's another green truck. Yeah. If you get €10,000 loans, you can pay them off quicker by doing a single job. So you don't have to wait for the whole life of the loan. Therefore, you're going to save way more interest if you're diligent in paying off your loans in less than $10,000 increments. Because you can't pay off part of a loan, you can only pay off the full amount. So say you got a $100,000 loan and you owe $90,000, you can't just put $10,000 to it. You have to pay off the whole $90,000. Or wait for the end of the loan. So by getting multiple €10,000 loans, what you can do is pay off one or two loans per trip, and therefore the interest you're paying is a lot less. So that's how I do it.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
It's cops.
Exit now.
Don't do anything bad. Look sober.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh, look at those trees. They're fantastic. SCS software, you have outdone
Exit
yourself.
now.
I should be getting close to the ferry.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Okay, first exit, here we go.
Exit now.
There we are, there's the ferry in front of us. How
Get
good
ready
does that look?
to turn left. Turn left.
Okay. These things are so good. I'm gonna watch the bump here. There we go. pulled up too short. Right, so we're going to Marseille.
Reroute.
There we go. So, here we are. It's now 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's put some lights on. Perfect.
Get ready to turn left.
So you've got 791 kilometres to go.
Turn left.
You can probably hear my steering wheel vibrate. I've got
At
it
the
on settings
roundabout,
now.
take the first exit.
Right.
Exit now. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Jim, we do. So, as you can see, it does get a little confusing sometimes for me. In real life, it was funny. One day I pulled out of work and I was just driving along the road, and then I realised I was on the wrong side, and it really sucked. So I quickly got onto the correct side of the road, and I was good to go. Here we go. It's a little bit of Australian driving for you right now. Let's get a bit of speed up as well. 145k an hour. Duck back in here.
Go straight on.
I didn't see, was that a green truck as well? St. Patrick's
Get
Day.
ready to turn right.
Thanks for the question there, Jim. I appreciate it.
Turn right.
Right. Nothing's really coming that way. Can't really see much that way. Come on, Champo, move. Right, here we go. Right, screw it. These people drive way too slow.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Hopefully the owner of this boat I'm towing does not see how I drive.
Exit now.
I'm sure he'd be horrified. Or she. Women can own boats.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Cops. Stop drinking and driving.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
I'm amazed at the details they put on the cars and things like that.
Exit now.
Come on. Right, here we go. Time to whip it out. Get some movement on. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a straight run for a while and not have to get to more small turns. I'm not sure if anyone watching has tried American Truck Simulator, the new 1.40 beta, but I tell you what, it's fantastic. I do like the way it handles. I like the fact that the lighting system's all been changed, and it looks fantastic.
Keep left.
Jim, I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I'll tell you what, it's a fantastic game. Love it. Details are immaculate. It's so good. I do have ultra settings set on my system as well. And I was going to say, I can show you a different view, but I find it really hard to drive in them. So let's do this here. And the cool thing is I can move my mouse around. There's the wall. Oh no! Jim, what are you making me do? Smash it up. I can't drive in that view at all. We also have this view. And this one. And you can also see what's going on here. So we're going through a toll booth at the moment. There we go, we've just paid a toll, or about to pay a toll at the end of the road. But I do find this game extremely relaxing. It's a lot of fun, and it does look great. You can go through the scenery. The American Truck Simulator, if you're from the US, is fantastic as well. The scenery looks pretty realistic to a lot of the areas that you drive through. I've been to Seattle, and
Keep left.
driving through Seattle as well looks fantastic. Also Vegas, all the neon lights and stuff like that is so good. So they actually do a really, really good job. I've never been to Europe, so it's very hard to comment on how realistic to real life it is. But as you can see, the details in the trucks, the details in the signage is all fantastic. So yeah, I'm very impressed. Driving at these speeds, I tend to yes, it is a multiplayer game. At the moment I'm playing in single player mode, so you can invite friends, and you can talk with them. You can do convoys, things like that. You can't drive how I'm driving at the moment, because you will get kicked out of the game or reported. But it's a lot of fun. You get to chat with people you don't know. You know, talk through your CB radio, things like that. So it is a lot of fun. But there is a single player mode, which I'm doing. I like to build up the business. In American Truck Simulator, I was making about $1 million a day, because I had 270 trucks working for me. So I like the business side of it as well. But you can play multiplayer and you have a lot of fun with your buddies. But as I said, you've got to drive a lot more sensibly, because you are crashing into real other players who you know, build their trucks and have to repair their trucks and things like that. So you don't want to be driving at 143 kilometers an hour. The games are fairly inexpensive as well. I'm playing on PC, and you can get various mods and add-ons to run them and change the graphics, and also maps. You can get far more maps as well. There we go, paid 66 euros. I will have to stop for gas soon, because I haven't got much gas left. 281, no. 758 kilometers left in the tank.
Keep left.
Heading to line. Also driving at speed, you notice the truck gets a little bit twitchy, which is expected. The other cool thing is with the sun starting to come up, everything starts to get a little bit brighter, as you'd expect. But the fact that they've kept things like details like stars still in the sky at 5 in the morning, it happens in real life, so
and
it's
then
fantastic.
turn left.
Obviously the
Turn
game's
left.
not real time, but I think it works out to be 1 hour of
Get
game
ready
time
to turn right.
is equal to 15
Turn right.
minutes in real time. Sounds great.
Get ready to turn left.
One of my favourite features, which I don't have turned on right now, is the radio. There's a radio
Turn
station,
left.
which is my favourite, and it's a UK channel called Smooth FM. In fact, I'll put it on now. Smooth Radio, look at this. And we hit play. The only problem with this is you can get done for copyright because I obviously don't own the songs, but I'm not trying to make money off the songs either. But it's just like, you know, if I'm not streaming, I put the game on, have a drive around, listening to the tunes. It's fantastic. Nice and relaxing. But you can add any station in there that you like on internet radio. In the files behind the scenes, all you have to do is put a link in there, and when you come into the game, you'll be able to find the link, and off you go. Right. So let me just turn this radio off because I don't want to get busted. Let's turn the high beams off. I don't need them right now. Yes, I think they might be a gym. Hopefully, I'll be okay. The 10% rule or something people say. Look at the colour of the sky. It's magnificent. One of the coolest views is this view here, which is there it is, the bumper view. So it makes it feel like a racing car. It's pretty sweet. But what it does is it turns the volume up of the road noise and the engine noise because the camera's outside of the truck. It's pretty sweet. See, it suddenly got quiet because I'm inside the cabin. Up to another checkpoint now. Better slow down and pay some tolls. I found if you drive 30 kilometers an hour through this, you don't have to stop at all. You can just coast on through. So we've got 468 k's to go. When I see a gas station, I'll be stopping. I can go to the map and map it out to go, this is where I want to stop. But I tend to not plan my route like that. I tend to just wait for it to show up on the map and then click on it or visit it. The fog, look at the detail of that, it's so good. Green truck, St. Patrick's Day. What's that saying? Red sky, morning, shepherd's warning or something? I think it's going to be a rainy day today. Right, the cool thing is we are coming up to a gas station just here. So I'm going to pull off, get me some gas. Cool thing is I have all the buttons set up on my steering wheel, so I don't have to use the keyboard a lot. It makes life so much easier. But I tell you what, it's so good having a steering wheel. I've only just got it recently, and it makes all the difference. It makes the game way more fun. In fact, my brother just bought one recently and he's waiting for it to show up.
Keep left.
So I think we'll be playing some multiplayer with each other soon. Across the world. It was funny. He has a friend who's a little bit older than he is, and my brother called me up and video chatted and added him into the video chat from his house, his friend's house, and he was just blown away with the fact that we could have a three-way conversation in 3 different locations around the world in real
Keep
time.
right, and then exit right.
So at that time I was driving home from somewhere in the snow, and it was in the middle of the night for them. So
Exit right.
yeah, it was a surreal experience for him, and it was really cool just watching the wonder on his face of how exciting that was. A little sun breaking through there, nice little light rays. All done in this year's software. It's a foggy mess out today. Might want to slow down a little bit and drive at about 40 kilometers an hour over the speed limit. No, more like 50. I did put a mod on this game to have realistic companies, which I think adds more fun to the game, because you notice companies that you've heard of and things like that, especially American Truck Simulator. When I play a lot, you get to see Walmart, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, all these big names that if I owned a company like them, I would be saying, well, put me in the game. Here's my logos, just do it. Because the thing is, it can only add to, your marketing budget there. Because people playing the game, there's a lot of people playing the game, and they see those companies and think of you when they go visit them in real life. St. Patrick's Day, we have a lot of green trucks on the road, which is fantastic. My foot is flat to the floor in this guys. Must be uphill. Right, 286 kilometers to go. Sometimes I don't. Jim, it's been a pleasure. Make sure you go out and get the game. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. I know it can get boring, just one guy talking, but I appreciate you. You have yourself a wonderful evening. Not long now. 2:23 to go. We'll get this knocked out very shortly. Right. So I still have 30 hours left to drive it if I want to take that time, which is very nice. I like to tend to get the jobs done quicker. Obviously, the quicker I do them, the more money I can make. So that's why I tend to drive a little bit faster than I should. Right, so as soon as this drive is over, I'm going to buy a truck and put it in one of the garages that I have so they can start making me some money. I wish it was money in real life. That would be cool. I'd be interested to know how realistic are the roads, scenery, etc., etc. For those of you who play Euro Truck Simulator and live in Europe, how close is it to realistic or real life? It's something I've wondered a lot. Obviously they have repeating sceneries, things like that. I get that part. But driving through cities, I'm sure there's some iconic areas that you've seen or know of, and I wonder if they're in the game like they should be. So if any of you Euro Truck Simulator guys out there know the answer to that question, feel free to let me know. I would love to know. Getting a little twitchy, getting some speed up at the moment. We are 60 kilometers over the speed limit right now. The other cool thing about this game is you can pass on the shoulder of the road, just like that. Not recommended. Don't do it in the multiplayer game because people get really upset with you, and rightly so, because it's not the rules of the game. You should be following the right rules. But because I'm single player, I can do it. What I found really interesting about this game as well is the fact of how close countries are to each other and how short a distance it is between a few of them. Like one thing I've really gotten into lately is World War II history. And it's really interesting to see how far France and Germany are apart and the fighting zones that they had. And you hear of troops, marching to another country. In the reality of it, it's, less than 20 kilometres. 20 kilometres is still a long way to march, obviously, but it's hard to put in perspective from when I come from Australia. Walking interstate would take a few days because the borders are so far apart. Also in the States, the borders for the States are closed, but to go to another country is quite a far way. So it's hard to get an idea of the geography of individual cities and battles and things like that. So in playing this game, it's actually brought the history to life a little bit, because I go, oh, I've heard of that town, that's how close it really is. And so it's fantastic. It really is. So thank you SCS Software for making such a fun game and helping history come to life by showing the guys some geography. I mean, I suppose I could have got a map out and checked it, but it's just something I stumbled across and thought of as I was playing it. And that's the cool thing about this game. You can get lost in thoughts while you're just driving along, you're having a good time, listening to the radio, etc. So it's a fun time for that.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Right. So not long now, 14 kilometres to go. So we are coming into Luxembourg. Oh, green truck's coming. Right behind us. You know what that means? St. Patrick's Day! Yeah. So stupid. Let's not wait for that light. I was already rolling through. The
At
light
the
was yellow,
roundabout,
officer.
Take the third exit. Exit now.
I love the businesses that look like that.
Go straight on.
Green for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Keep right, and then turn right.
So stupid.
Turn right.
Right, so we nearly finished up the drive. About to buy a truck. I tend to buy the same sort of truck, the same colour, things like that.
Keep left, and
Purely
then turn
just
left.
to here we go.
We are finished.
Purely just for continuity's sake for my business. I'm going to do an easy park
Turn
because I
left.
really can't be bothered doing a hard one at the moment. And the cool thing is, let's bring it into the spot. There we go. Right, let's see our results now. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is look at my garages and I'm going to see, have I got any empty spots? Yes, I have. I have Prague. No, I don't have any empty spots there, sorry. I've only got a small garage. Milan, I can put one in. So let's go to Milan. Hey, that's me. Let's go here. And I need a truck for them. I tend to buy Volvos, I think. Well, no. I think it's a Vecos I pick. Let's buy one online. And we go to my fleet configurations. Yep, there it is there. That's $95,000 for a truck is not bad. Okay, so let's go to driver manager. No, garage manager again. I go to Milan, click on this. Let's hire, excuse me, let's hire a driver. Now Dirk seems to have a little bit higher score here, and also he has a few more things, so I'm going to hire him. And yes, I want to pay him 1,500. Okay, so now what I tend to do is set them all to long distance, but because he already has quite a few long distance, I'm going to set him to balanced. So that means he is taking all sorts of jobs to build up his different licenses. If you look at someone, here we go, the ratings. Fleming, he is doing all sorts of stuff as a balanced driver. So I've still got $158,000 left. So let's go to the bank and let's pay off some loans. This one here. I'll repay that one. So therefore, I'm only paying out 5,776 euros a day. Well, everyone, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. As you can see, I've got my green truck for St. Patrick's Day. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for taking the time. Make sure you subscribe and follow, and I really appreciate everything you do. So, with that said, we'll see you later.